Well, let's get on to the next one. Hold on, let me get my Instagram going. My bad. Oh, my man Tory Lanez filed that appeal. Got a little message from my man Tory for y'all. Now take a look at that. Got a message from my man Tory Lanez for y'all. So Tory sent the scribe y'all to let y'all know that I am happy to announce to all of those interested in justice that today my attorney Jose Baez and Matthew Bahama filed my motion for a new trial. Additionally, due to a scheduling conflict, David Kenner will no longer be a part of my defense team. I would like to thank Mr. Kenner for his hard work and wise counsel. Jose Baez will continue to represent me as first chair and Matthew Bahama as second chair. And that's coming from you guy, the umbrella. All right? He finally could say something. So what do y'all think about that? Oh, and there's more to it too. Hold on. All right, so it says Tory Lanez is reportedly challenging a verdict that found him guilty of shooting Megan Thee Stallion. The Love rapper, 30 years old, was convicted in December on all three charges against him: assault with a semi-automatic firearm, carrying a loaded, unregistered firearm in the vehicle, and discharging a firearm with gross negligence for shooting Megan in 2020. He will be sentenced on April 10th and can receive up to 22 years and 8 months in the state prison per Fox 11, Los Angeles. While awaiting his sentencing, Lanez filed an appeal. In documents obtained by the outlet, his lawyer, Jose Baez, said that during the trial, prosecutors showed a photo of Lanez's chest, which revealed a tattoo of a firearm. Baez claimed the photo hurts Lanez's case and suggested he likes weapons. The lawyer also pointed to a lengthy interview between prosecutors and Kelsey Harris that was played in the courtroom. Harris, Megan's former friend who was in the car when she was shot, recanted many of the statements she made during the interview, the outlet reported. Baez pointed out the prosecutors also submitted an Instagram photo that included a remark from one of Megan's producers in the comments section. They alleged police matched the fragments in Megan's foot to the bullets in Lanez's gun, according to TMZ. Baez said Megan told police that after the shooting, Lanez begged her, please don't say anything because I'm on probation. A remark that Baez said should not have been included in the trial. Per Rolling Stone, Baez said, and Lanez's other lawyer, Matthew Bahoma, said in the appeal that a September 2020 Instagram post from Lanez's profile was also erroneously allowed to be presented in the trial. The post denied allegations that Harris was the one who allegedly shot Megan. A content creator for Lanez, Joshua Ferreras, submitted a declaration with the appeal stating that he commented that's not true under a post on the Shade Room's Instagram page that claimed people saying Kelsey shot her. Lanez's legal team said that they were blindsided when the post was displayed in the proceedings and that the judge should not have blocked the post before they could have determined who actually wrote the comment. They state that the post alone serves as evidence that Lanez admitted Harris did not shoot Megan. Still, during the trial, the defense team alleged that Harris did indeed pull the trigger, which Megan denied, according to Rolling Stone. The court erred on numerous questions of law in allowing the people to introduce this post, depriving defendant of a fair trial, his lawyers wrote in the filing, Rolling Stone reported. The only acceptable remedy for this miscarriage of justice is a new trial. Baez and Bahoma did not immediately respond to people's requests for a comment. A rep for Megan Thee Stallion has not commented. They claim in the documents, according to Rolling Stone, that prosecutors painted the defendant as a gun-wielding career criminal and that they revealed their true motive when showing the shirtless photo of Lanez and deprived him of his due process based on the California law AB 2799, which went into effect 9 days after Lanez's guilty verdict and aims to stop creative expression from being presented as evidence that might show racial bias. They allege that the photo caused improper consideration of criminal personality based on his gangster rapper persona. Ironically, defendant's tattoo was a homage to Tupac Shakur. Mr. Shakur used his music and tattoos to discuss social political issues affecting the Black community in the 90s, his lawyer wrote, according to Rolling Stone. Mr. Shakur carried the same AK-47 tattoo on his chest as a symbol of Black unity and the fight against racism. Baez and Bahoma go on to say that their client's right to testify was impermissibly chilled when prosecutors warned that they will bring up his lyrics in a video for Cap if he took the stand. The controversial song was released in 2020 and shows the rapper using a cleaver on the cleaver what happens, on the cleaver on what appears to be a horse leg, Rolling Stone reported. They wrote that they should have been allowed to testify without the threat of his lyrics being presented because the new law had already deemed it more prejudicial than probative when it was passed, even though it hadn't been enacted yet at the time of the trial. So that's going to be good for Tory because if he get a new trial, now they can't use his lyrics against him and things like that. Megan referenced the video during her own testimony and said, I got to watch Tory drop music videos chopping the horse legs and people laughing at it like that's okay. Prosecutors will likely respond before Lane's sentencing, the outlet added. Lanez also told Rolling Stone that he is making changes to his legal representation. Due to a scheduling conflict, David Kenner will no longer be a part of my defense team, he said. I would like to thank Mr. Kenner for his hard work and wise counsel. Jose Baez will continue to represent me as first chair and Matthew Bahoma as second chair. On the second day of the trial, Megan, 28, delivered an emotional testimony and said that she was finding it tough to open up. I'm having a really difficult time sitting up here telling my story and having to sit across from people who have made up lies about me and having to sit across from Tory, Megan said. Getting emotional, she added, I tried to be strong. I don't like to look weak. I don't want to give him the power, not him, them. I don't want to give them the power that they have taken from me for the last 3 years. Lanez was charged in October 2020 with 1 felony count, each of assault with a semi-automatic firearm, personal use of a firearm, and carrying a loaded unregistered firearm in a vehicle. He pleaded not guilty to the charges in November 2022. November 2020. That's messed up because that wasn't even his gun. That was a girl's gun. And this nigga's in jail for their gun. The same gun EJ said that he may have seen in the bag. In October 2022, Lanez was ordered under house arrest and electronic monitoring, with Deputy District Attorney Alexander Bott arguing at the time that Lanez posed a danger to society and previously derived court orders not to come within 100 yards of Megan for violating court orders by addressing Megan directly on social media and disclosing DNA evidence via a third-party Twitter user. I hope he get a whole new trial and get to testify. Because I know he want to tell it. So